the second lesson of the process modeling. In the previous lesson we talked about how to prepare a high-level overview of the processes within the organization. In today's lesson we will talk about how to detail one of these processes, for example purchase of the office supplies. So we will create a second level of the details. For this purpose we will use business process modeling notation, so we will not use the process landscape notation. I will close this diagram, but we will use business process modeling notation. Business process modeling notation allows us to prepare process diagrams in more details, and it also includes more elements. So firstly I'd like to type in the title of the diagram. So I will type process name, which is purchase of the office supplies. In this diagram we will show only the rough sequence of the process activities, start of the process and end of the process. We will not show the roles, message flows and so on. This will be shown in the next one level deeper of the details. So let us think about the purchase of the office supplies. Firstly I will create end of the process, so for the start of the process we use start event, and for the end of the process we use the element end event. And for the intermediate steps I will use sub-process element. And if we think about the purchase of the office supplies, what happens first? Firstly we gather the requirements of or needs for the office supplies, so that will be the name of our process. So if we want to show that this is sub-process with more details, we can select this by selecting right click on the sub-process element, then BPM and then collapse. And the little plus sign shown here, which means that there are some details hidden within this process, but we will not show them right now on this level of modeling. Connect start event with the first sub-process, and then I will create two more sub-processes. I will just copy paste the first sub-process twice to create very simple process. So after we gather the needs for the office supplies, then we probably select the supplier, again I will use the collapse function to visualize that this is the sub-process, and I will connect this to sub-processes. And the third sub-process will be purchase, actual purchase, ordering and purchase of the office supplies. So I will call it order office supplies, repeat the previous action, collapse, and the last sub-process will be buy office supplies or receive office supplies. So we created very simple process with 4 sub-processes, start of the process, end of the process, and sequence connections. So the sequence connections mean that which activities or which subprocesses are performed first, second, third, and fourth. So this is all for today's lesson. In the next lesson we will detail one of these subprocesses in more details. We will present roles, gateways, message flows, and so on. So that's it for today's lesson.